Are we implying here that national cinema is Hindi cinema? That would actually open up like a Pandora's box, I would believe, because how can we define Hindi cinema as national cinema? Or can we? Because I do not believe that films made in any other language apart from Hindi in this country deserve to be called regional cinema. I think it's language cinema. It's Indian cinema nonetheless.
Over the course of this week, I've been shocked to see just the variety of films that have become available on OTT platforms from all over India. Without trying to completely diss the Hindi film industry, there has been a huge issue with the lack of innovation in films as compared to what is being produced in other states. This has in many ways raised the bar of the perception of the general public of what is worthy of their time and something that is simply formulaic and can be ignored. In the same week that we had ventures like Sardar Ka Grandson and Radhe, there are countless number of films that have released now and during the pandemic which are truly worth your time and money. Without further ado, here is Tried and Refused Productions with 5 amazing non-Hindi Indian movies that you need to watch now and celebrate. Cinema Bandi. A film that everyone has simply fallen in love with is the Raj and DK produced and Praveen K directed film Cinema Bandi. The Telugu film, which is available on Netflix, has truly won the hearts of people. The movie focuses on an auto rickshaw driver who discovers an expensive camera that is left behind in his vehicle. While him and his friend initially devise a plan to somehow create monetary streams with the equipment, Veera Babu, played by Vikas Vashisht, the dreamer of the two, contemplates on whether they can shoot a movie with the help of the camera. The journey from here that follows the naive, hopeful and free-spirited villagers casting and producing the film, while at the same time the owner of the camera goes on the quest to find what was rightfully hers, forms the storyline of Cinema Bandi. I don't know whether it was just me, but I had a perpetual smile on my face as I watched this movie. I think the strongest quality of this film was its writing by Vasant M and the heartfelt performances by the cast. On paper, a lot of the sequences may seem absurd to you, but the organic way in which they are executed really makes Cinema Bandi special. From treating the road mic on a camera to a towel used for sweat to casting the heroine of the film by navigating the SSC rank holders from a school, the film is naturally funny because both the circumstances and the characters are so well written, be it the hesitant but inquisitive Divya played by Trishara or the feisty Manga played by Uma. Each character in their own eccentric way leaves a lasting impression. Cinema Bandi is subtle and grounded with its portrayal of the exorbitant divide between the rural and urban population, and especially the understanding relationship shared between Veera Babu and his wife. The dreamer and his vision, in sharp contrast to a realist ride-or-die partner, is expressed through actions, beautifully for that matter. While it may be too sweet for some, and convenient as well, as it has little to no points of real roadblocks on the journey, Cinema Bandi does really guarantee a movie experience that you can enjoy with your family as well. Arakaram. A film that is based around the time of the first lockdown period of India is the Sanu John Varghese directed film Arakaram. The film, starring Biju Menon, Parvati and Sharfuddin, focuses on a family dealing with what became the entire population's reality. A married couple, Roy and Shirley, plan to visit Shirley's father in Kerala. The lockdown restrictions that are imposed after they reach there and the issues that unravel as the days pass by forms more or less the storyline of this film. This is one movie which will lead to a wide range of reactions from the audience as it is a very mysterious film. I say this because it is not easy to categorize a film like Arakaram. The depiction of its characters is more or less what many families experienced. Inaction and lack of activities that often lead to days passing by with the hope of a better tomorrow. As I am controlling myself from spilling out any details about the film, it will throw you such a curveball that you may have to take a step back and reevaluate how you perceive the film from the onset. The characters of this film, especially the men, are observant, and hence a lot of sequences of this film are captured in the silences with the beautiful ability of cinematographer G. Srinivas Reddy. In the build-up of this film, there are many moments of frustration that will creep in, as we are used to films giving us closure with absolutes. Several questions arise of people, their relationships, and their ulterior motives. Where the film lacks in physical action, it allows the viewer to be an active part of the film. Arakaram unravels into something that you would least expect. Tasher Ghawr. Probably one of the most unique movies I saw this week was the Bengali film Tasher Ghawr, directed by Sudipto Roy. A huge shout out to Aritra for recommending this movie. The film, which stars Swastika Mukherjee, is 47 minutes long. Yes, you heard that right. And it is available on the Hoi Choi streaming platform. The film focuses on Sujata, a housewife in an abusive relationship with her husband, as lockdown persists all over the country due to the global pandemic. The film only has Swastika in the film, narrating by breaking the fourth wall several instances that have happened or are happening in her marriage. Swastika Mukherjee is an enchantress of sorts with this performance, almost making me believe I was the active listener in a conversation where she just vented. Her eyes, her surprisingly upbeat dialogue delivery, her cheekiness, all of it showcased a deep sadness from within, an emptiness, a product of a partnership of nothing but abuse. Sujata remarks of the relief she would experience as her husband would go to work, but every day feels like Sunday after lockdown, the day of the week that she dreaded the most. We never see the husband in this film. It only through his silhouettes or footsteps communicates the toxic presence that has broken Sujata from within. Taking several deep dark turns, the film compels the viewer to question several aspects of morality, character traits, and whether certain actions are justified in this film. The film provides a chilling commentary on the domestic reality of many people in this country, the sexist conditioning, consent, stringent gender roles, and double standards one becomes accustomed to and accepts as their reality. This one will probably be the most offbeat film you'll see in a long time. Kala. Now this is a film that I f***ing love. I appreciate an artist like Tovino Thomas who is not hesitant to get his hands dirty, literally for movie roles. While I have been eagerly waiting for his upcoming superhero film Minal Murali, his recently released on Amazon Prime Video film Kala delivers in ways I never expected. Kala focuses on Shaji, who with his wife and son visits his father who lives in a dwelling surrounded by a dense forest. Shaji, played by Tovino Thomas, is constantly berated by his father, played by Lal Paul, for his inability to turn investments in farming to successful businesses. Kala focuses on the day where the trees surrounding the house need tending to, and workers are called for the day. Suspicious activities follow, leading to a gruesome and bloody showdown between Shaji and a boy who comes out with vengeance and one goal in mind. What I've learned from films like John Wick and Periram Perumal is that you just don't mess with what they hold closest to them. I won't go further in exploring that topic because that will give away Kala, but this film simply comes across as a no-nonsense action film, but it is much more significant than that. The film is a commentary on the battle between the oppressors and the oppressed. The film starts with a quote by Oscar Wilde, stating, "Selfishness is not living as one wishes to live, it is asking others to live as one wishes to live." While Shaji keeps his dog captive, the workers are bewildered on why the dog has been chained, exclaiming on how their pets run free and come back to them. Will individuals in positions of power or privilege ever acknowledge their wrongdoings and truly repent for their sins? These are all questions that may arise as you see Kala. The fascinating part of this film is that it satisfies both kinds of viewers. One who demands a technically brilliant and gory action film, and the other that requires subtext and nuance. The film's editing, cinematography, background score, and its action sequences work in unison, as if performing a carefully designed choreography. Even the moments of intimacy are shot so beautifully by Akhil George that I actually regret not watching this in theatres. While Tovino Thomas is such a beast in this film and he sets an example for many leading heroes on what needs to be done to make an action film convincing and hard-hitting, it is Somesh Moore that will make your jaw drop in this film. The intensity and the hurt in his eyes, the contrast of physical capabilities, highlighting their position in society, yet persevering and towering over Tovino's intimidating presence. Somesh really did steal the show. This one is really a captivating watch. Operation Java. Of all the crime thrillers that are available on the OTT platforms, the film Operation Java, available on the Z5 platform, has to be one of the most riveting and enjoyable ones. Directed by Tarun Murthy, the film is dedicated to all the temporary workers in the country who are willing to work for organizations for more or less nothing. The call to action by the creators is for laws to safeguard these individuals that are often unaccounted for and provide their selfless services. Anthony and Vinay, both childhood friends, are doing temporary jobs and want to make a name for themselves professionally. As they provide assistance to the cyber cell with the case that has come to a standstill, impressed by their acumen and ability, the cyber cell hires them on a temporary basis. The several crimes that both Anthony and Vinay aid the cyber cell to crack, presumably based on real events, form the crux of Operation Java. Piracy and job fraud forms the initial investigations, but it is a case of mysterious murders in the city, an investigation led by a police officer played by Shine Tom Chaco that I found most interesting. What I love about the film is that while it is a crime thriller, it still has the ability to move you through its characters and their relationships, through several interactions of the young boys and their seniors of the organization, or common folk going through personal issues. Operation Java has the ability to surprisingly even tug at your heartstrings. This story may leave a bittersweet feeling within you for the sincerity with which the two main actors, Balu Varghese and Lukman Avaran, perform, and the way their stories conclude. But if you're looking for a combination of something exhilarating and surprisingly heartfelt, this one is for you. And that was a video, guys. Write down in the comments below whether you have some video ideas for our channel. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.